for
I don't
Applebee's?
think.
I think where we started off, the initial idea wasn't, but where we finished, I think it did tie into a good humour. The thing is with the viral, and it was in our brief, that it has to be different, it has to have an edge, because if it isn't passed on, it's going to be dead and ignored.
At the end of the day, we were making a viral. We could have made a fabulous TV ad with a lovely sentiment for Applebee's, but would it get sent on? And if it doesn't, then what's the point in making a viral?
So who shot the wrong page and incorporated it in the viral?
I think that's...
All of us.
Yeah, but I'm PM, so it was...
What does that mean?
No,
I did shoot it. I mean, I directed and I shot all the scenes, so...
I am PM, and I was the one who signed off on the ad, and it was wrong.
So, Fusion, Applebee's felt that you got the age profile of your actors completely wrong. They want to be seen as accessible and contemporary, and that was a long way away from it. Big mistake. Elevate, Applebee's thought that your viral was completely over the top, and they just couldn't grasp the relevance of babies. The vote from the Applebee jury, with a staff of 25 people, decided that one launch was far superior to the other. Fusion, you received the full 25 votes. But there's more to it than the presentation. It's about the viral. And the viral was 7 votes to 18 in favour of Fusion. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Your prize this week is, because you created your Christmas viral for Applebee's, I'm rewarding you with a Christmas shopping spree in Smith's Toy Store.
Oh, yay!
And then it's going to be followed by dinner in Hugo's on Merrion Row.
Thank you very much.
And off you go.
Thank you. Up here.
Elevate, you're on a bit of a losing streak at the moment. And this morning was a very lacklustre affair. So, Tara, you can take the boys outside and have a chat amongst yourself.
Yeah.
Off you go.
Hi everyone, welcome to Smith's Toys. Your prize from us is a €200 voucher each to spend in stores.
Oh my God, this is unbelievable! I was never worried about Barry and Michelle working together. I worked with them on the Cadbury's task, and I didn't see this massive tension that other people seem to have seen.
Me and Michelle, we do get on, for the most part. These are not really for the kids, they're for me. Well, mine.
Right, have you worked up an appetite?
Absolutely. Thank you. Oh my God. Once I knew the plan was there and that we were all on the same page, I was confident that they'd get it done, and they did, and it was really great.
To your jewels.
Find your jewels.
None of the other team knew what a viral was. Niamh explained it to them, and they all got the concept. Like,
All right,
I'm not
so
stupid.
you're blaming me
Well,
that
no,
I didn't explain the concept of a viral
Exactly.
correctly.
Panis, at
Okay.
the end of the day,
I
we didn't know
understand.
what a viral was. I'll hold my hands up.
Elevate, you were annihilated by Fusion. So, Tara, where do you think you all went wrong?
We didn't get the concept of a viral, and that's where we went wrong, and we wasted too much time, and that then kind of led to then a car crash.
Panos was there trying to tell you what a viral was all about, trying to show you what a viral was all
Well,
about.
Bill, in all due respect, I mean, how can 3 of us not get the concept of a viral? Well, Niamh explained it to her whole team, and the 4 of them got it. And I'm sorry, I'm not stupid, you know.
Maybe it's probably because...
Can I stop you there?
Yeah.
Panos was blue in the face from trying to explain the viral to you. And Jamie got it up on the internet, and you were looking at another viral, how to make one, and you actually saw one in action. And Panos came back to you again, and you still couldn't get it.
Well, I mean,
you didn't want to listen to him.
Brian, it was the whole team that couldn't get it. It wasn't just myself.
We checked out a couple of virals on YouTube, and then I was going into rules of a viral, right? And I was still struggling to kind of get my head around it, just make sure that I understood it.
So were you that ticked that you couldn't get it?
We had a brief as well with regards to...
Are you answering me on that?
Well,
do you know why I feel that?
I know I'm not as thick as a plank.
But Panos had told you a couple
Hold
of
on.
times.
You better convince me of that, because that's where you are now in my vocabulary. Panos was trying to tell you what it was all about, and you weren't even listening. That's why I'd challenge you on how good you are compared to how good you think you are. Will, what have you to say about that?
I understood that had to be humour at the punchline, okay? But unfortunately, Bill, the team went in all different directions and we ended up stringing around and not actually having that idea pinned down. It was a storyline and a TV ad, and that was recognised, and that's how we lost all our time.
So you wasted all day one, and then you changed the concept completely.
Yeah.
What I had to do at the end of task 1 is try and tweak the initial idea, which was decided by the majority vote that was going to be the Chris Kindle. So I had to tweak it to make it a little bit more punchier, maybe funnier, an element of humour.
Myself and Will went home, we got straight down to it and we worked our asses off all night to get it, and I was up first thing the next morning continuing the storyboard. Right or
Which
wrong?
idea was like that?
Just asking you, right, is that right or wrong?
Lads, we had the idea of the office scene, the guy getting the... and that was it. Panos came in and changed the concept of having the horse and carriage to the baby.
You were talking about a string quartet one time. What happened to that?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, and on day 2 we actually did have a musician, and then...
Oh, you nearly booked a busker, I heard.
Yes, we did, Bill.
And what happened to him?
Well, clear, he had no work permit, so obviously I couldn't.
So you were lucky to get any music at all?
Yes, I was, yeah.
And I was at both launches, and Fusions was very slick. And Tara, I don't have to tell you about your presentation, do I?
No, you don't, Bill.
What have you got to say about that?
Well, I mean, I'm only a year out of college, Bill, and I've never done a presentation like that before. But that's down to me, Bill. I insisted on doing the presentation.
Did you?
If anyone else would have said, no, you're not doing it, I would have said, no, yes, I am doing it. So it's my own doing, you know, at the end of the day.
Well, all I can say is that in my 3 years of looking for an apprentice, it's been the worst I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a poor performance, and now you need to pick 2 of your team that you're going to bring back into the boardroom.
Basically, the people that I have to bring into the boardroom will be Panis, and it will be and Jay then as well.
Okay, that's your choice.
Yeah.
So off you pop.
Thank you.
Well, wasn't that interesting?
Yeah, it was such a spectacular defeat that I think Tara's a bit shocked, and she didn't really even realise who was standing behind her at that stage when she was asked who she was bringing in.
The worst presentation on The Apprentice. Oh, sweet Jesus.
But Bill, there was no sense of team. It was like every man for themselves.
Oh, without a doubt.
You know, there's actually quite a bit of experience there that could have helped the project manager, and they just seem to sit back and there you go, you walk over the cliff, or we ain't following you.
Let's see what you do from here. Jane, will you ask them to come in, please?
OK, Bill. You can go in now.
Tara, you had to organise an event. Panos, you had to explain a viral. And Jamie, you had to produce a viral. And it all went wrong. So who do you think is responsible for this failure in the task, Jamie?
As a team, we're all responsible, Bill.
So you don't think anyone specific is responsible? It's a lot of us, like.
If you look at the presentation, clearly Panos and Tara are responsible. And, you know, because they lost 25-0. On the viral side, myself and Will did what we could, but we still started...
Well, everybody did what they could.
No, but we still started...
Who didn't?
I'd have to point the finger at Panos in the fact that he's just not willing to work hard. And if things don't go right, he won't just put his shoulder to the wheel. And I've seen it on a few tasks. Because he's clearly an intelligent guy. He's come from a huge company, but...
He comes from a huge company with a lot of experience and what you were tasked with.
Absolutely.
And you've never listened to him. Panos, who do you think is responsible for the failure of this task?
With regard to time management, I have to blame Tara for it. But, on the other hand, I have to say that there were 2 other members in the team that led her down that garden path.
And Tara, how do you feel that Panos let you down?
From the start, I think Panis has been lying in the long grass. He never makes any decisions. He doesn't put himself out there. You literally have to tell him, Panis, I need you to do this. And I think he did let me down because I was left picking up all the pieces, basically.
And with regards to sitting on long grass, I don't understand.
What did you actually do on day 2? What did you do on day 2?
What did I do? I was solely responsible for the voiceover.
Yeah, that's one thing. That was till 11 o'clock.
So we went together to Applebee's to choose the jewellery.
I rang Applebee's, yeah, and we went to Applebee's. I picked out the jewellery.
Well, you have the phone, Tara. Do you want me to get the phone from your hand to say,
it's called using your initiative, Panis, and you don't use your initiative. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel.
But Tara, you made it very clear that you dismiss Panos.
Bill, I feel as if all of us that are left in the competition want the job, and Panis isn't here. His mind isn't in the game, I don't think. And as Jamie said, he doesn't roll up his sleeves, and I feel as if he was the weaker one in our team, and that's the reason why I brought him in.
He's from a corporate background, and I think he's used to the office lifestyle. He doesn't like getting out and mixing it in the real world.
I don't understand where this is coming from. I do get my hands dirty wherever I'm asked to.
I'm speaking. Hold on for a second.
No, but you're speaking about me now, Jamie, and you're making assumptions which are not correct.
Just give me a second. You will have your chance to speak. Give me a second. When it comes to getting something done, Bill, it's not being done. And he'll lay back and he'll blame others then when it doesn't go right. I don't care if I make a mistake, but at least I'll try.
I did not sit back. When I told you that you were actually making a mistake going towards that route on this task, you just chose to ignore me. Even though you know that I'm coming from a corporate environment that probably I have more experience in this specific subject, you chose to ignore me. So that is a massive mistake, Jamie.
Do you take any responsibility for the launch?
Of course. I said my first
word
is...
Where you lost 25-0, do you take any responsibility?
I do take responsibility, Jamie.
Fair play to you.
Okay.
Tara, why do you think Panis not in it for the job? Why do you say that?
I think some people in the competition care about getting cigarette breaks and, you know, having a good time in front of the camera than actually getting the job done.
Is that true, Panis?
It's not true at all. I left, of course, a really big company in a really good position, and that proves alone how much I want this job. I am here, and I'm here for this job.
Do you understand that, Tara?
My opinion is that he's not here for the job.
But take it at face value. He's given up a very good job to be in for this contest.
He hasn't given up a very good job. He's on unpaid leave, Bill.
Is that correct?
That is correct, Bill. I am on unpaid leave, but of course I'm here with the potential to get your job to become your apprentice. So that's why I'm here, and that's the only reason I'm here. What's the point of me being here?
And what about yourself?
Yeah, I'm on I'm on unpaid leave at the moment, and if I'm not hired, then yes, I will have to go back to my old job for financial reasons.
Panis, you're Mr. Internet, and you couldn't explain to everybody what a viral was all about. And even more so, pulling them by the hair and saying, here's what it's about, listen to me, and make sure they got it and worked on that. And Jamie, I criticised you, and you might have taken the hump over it. And I don't mind that, because I'm challenging you. I'm challenging you because you have abilities. And you're still a little bit of standing back and letting other people take the blame for it. Tara, you're young, you're inexperienced, you have a better life ahead of you from what you've learned here. But for tonight, you're fired.
Thank you very much, Bill, and Jackie and Brian for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Tara.
Panis, you know what you have to do. You've got to make people believe in you. And it's your fault if you're not doing that. Not mine, not theirs, it's yours. And as I said, Jamie, you have a lot of ability. And I haven't just criticised you, I've challenged you to show me what you can do. Because right now, I still don't know it. Off you go.
From the very start, when I nominated myself as PM and then we got into the brainstorming, I realised, oh my God, what am I after doing? Because I knew the team wasn't right in terms of creativity.
Jamie and Tara.
Jamie and Panis.
And then the more we went down, you know, the road, and we didn't get the concept nailed on the first day, I knew, like, you know, that we were potentially going to fail and that my head to be on the chopping block. I suppose you shouldn't really have any regrets, and maybe it was, you know, fate that it's my time to go, really.
8 gone and 8 remain. The search for Bill Cullen's apprentice continues. Next week on The Apprentice.
I've been a strong advocate of supporting Irish.
It's basically a Michelin star meal at the pull of a string.
He's got the kick in the arse that he's needed, and he is working hard today.
You think because you're a Greek, you can't work with an Irish company?
I felt I'm not originally Irish, so I might miss something.
You want to be careful about this, otherwise you can leave the boardroom now.